Hi, I'm Dr. Dave Janda, and please welcome to our Operation Freedom platform, WeThePeopleProcessing.com. You know, are you tired of being threatened to be canceled just because you have a company focused on liberty and freedom? Well, worry no more, folks. WeThePeopleProcessing.com is your go-to merchant services, freedom-based company to provide business service payment solutions. We the People Processing provides their clients a cancel culture-free platform which is domestically based. They provide competitive rates, no contracts with next-day funding, a fully vetted and like-minded financial infrastructure, and full support for integrations, implementation, and e-commerce efforts. Bottom line, WeThePeopleProcessing.com focuses on defending your company's free market growth, values, and future. Check them out at www.WeThePeopleProcessing.com. Once you're on the site, enter in password Operation Freedom or call 855-499-2024. That's WeThePeopleProcessing.com. Then, when on the website, enter Operation Freedom as your password or call 855-499-2024.
Mr. President-elect,
go ahead.
Can you state
She's
categorically?
asking a question.
Mr. President-elect, can you give us a question?
Don't be
You are
rude.
attacking us. Can you give us a question?
Don't be rude. No, I'm not going to give you a
question.
question. I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Sir.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dave Janda. Welcome back to Dave versus the MSM. I'd like to thank you for joining me today. You can join me 24/7 at davejanda.com. Extra shows, extra content, extra guests, extra information that is given to you to enhance your freedoms and liberties. You can also join us every Sunday from 2 to 5 Eastern for the radio show. It's live and it's free. All you have to do to stream it is go to davejanda.com on Sundays from 2 to 5, hit the Listen Live button. That'll take you to Wham Talk 1600 streaming service. Hit play and you're with us. Again, great guests, great analysis, information the bought-off lamestream fake media and the deep state do not want you to know about. The title of today's presentation is What You Give and What the Thugs Want to Take. Let me just put this very simply. What the thugs want to take is your freedoms, your liberties, your health, your welfare, your future, our country, and your life. It's not hyperbole. It's fact. And if the past 2 years doesn't prove that to you, then nothing will. Here's the good news. The thugs take, but they don't give. But patriots give to each other, to our country, and to our future. My mom, the history teacher, taught me a saying. It was by Winston Churchill originally. You make a living by what you get. You make a life by what you give. You make a life by what you give. You see, the common denominator of patriots is that they not only give to each other, people they know, but to people they don't know, and to our country, and to future patriots of our country. You see, that's why the deep state will fail. They want you to think they're all powerful. They're not. They're takers. And they despise those of us who give. What we do in the independent media is we give you information to enhance your freedoms. This is why we're targeted. Just look at this channel. Look at the view counts. The very week we got monetized a couple years ago, our view counts dropped by 90%. What? Yeah. The deep state takes because we give. Look what they continue to do to this day. They suppress view counts. They suppress notifications. They do that because they don't want you to get what we give. And we give you information that will enhance your health and your freedoms and your liberties and your future in our country. Fact. People in the independent media are giving their lives because, trust me, all of us are threatened many times every week for us giving information to you. We are constantly attacked at davejanda.com because the information there, it's information I cannot go to on this platform or on Rumble or on the radio. And that's why davejanda.com exists. And we hope you'll use that because it's meant to give to you information to enhance your well-being and your future in our country. You know, I was sent this week by, this is from a physician. Today I operated on a little girl. She needed O-negative blood. We didn't have any. But her twin brother has O-negative blood. I explained to him that it was a matter of life and death. He sat quietly for a moment, then said goodbye to his parents. I didn't think anything of it until after we took his blood, and he asked, quote, "So when will I die?" End quote. He thought he was giving his life for his sisters. Thankfully, they'll both be fine. Yes, they will. But you see, we're in a similar situation. We're giving you information that, well, the deep state does not want you to have because they don't want the independent media, us, or you, our fellow patriots, or our country, or our future to be fine. Because it doesn't jive with their new world order agenda, for which, and they can't say the words, they're using and to accomplish their goals and objectives. You see, I believe with this and with this, they're not giving you freedom or liberty or health or wellness. No. They're taking it. And if the data and the statistics don't tell you that already, then I can only tell you to go back to davejanda.com because it's all there. It's all there. Facts and data and science. Robert Malone, Dr. Robert Malone, who developed the mRNA platform that, excuse me, is currently being used for this. Here's what he recently said. Quote, "Not since the reign of former FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover have we seen such empire building by a corrupt, long-standing federal employee. Fauci's need to bolster ego has led to the almost complete systemic corruption of not only the United States Health and Human Services Department, but the entire world public health system." Yeah. He's not a giver. He's a taker. He always has been. I've outlined this to you for a year and a half about this guy. I can't go into depth here because this video and our channel would get taken down, more taking, because of the truth. Fauci recently said this on the mandates. Quote, "There comes a time when you have to give up what you consider your individual right of making your own decision," end quote. more taking. Anyone who tells you that this guy's looking out for the public health and the welfare of each citizen or every citizen in our country, anyone who tells you that about Fauci is an ignoramus. Fact. That's not name calling, it's just fact. Fauci, I won't even put the doctor in front of his name because he truly has violated the oath millions of times with the havoc he's raised, not just recently, but go back to what he did with AIDS and the numbers, the thousands that died because of him and his decisions. Fauci recently delivered a lecture to Canadians at McGill University. Fauci, an unelected bureaucrat, this is from Christina Lala. Fauci, an unelected bureaucrat, had a message to Canadians who oppose authoritarian mandates. Quote, Fauci, you are a member of society, and a member of society reaping all the benefits of being a member of society. You have a responsibility to society. I think each of us, particularly in the context of a pandemic that's killing millions of people. By the way, how did that get out there? Who funded that? Yeah, You have got to look at it and say there comes a time when you do have to give up what you consider your individual right of making your own decision for the greater good of society. End quote. This guy is the ultimate about taking. And another ultimate about taking, Pelosi admits, quote, she, quote, thinks a lot about ruling the world, end quote. This is from Steve Watson from Summit News. During a speech before NATO's delegates in Lisbon, Portugal, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi admitted that she daydreams about what she would do if she, quote, ruled the world, end quote. I want to take you to Merriam-Webster's dictionary and a definition. A person having an egocentric personality, Fauci, Pelosi, pretty much 99.9% of people in Washington, D.C. and in your state legislatures and people who are governors. A person having an egocentric personality marked by a lack of remorse for one's actions and an absence of empathy for others. Remember Pelosi? Let them eat my designer ice cream out of my $10,000 freezer when we had huge supply chain problems and still do. What's that the definition of that I just read? A person having an egocentric personality marked by a lack of remorse for one's actions and an absence of empathy for others. That's the definition of a psychopath. And that's what we're dealing with here, folks. Fauci defends his funding of that lab by saying, quote, my only regret is that it caused such a degree of distraction, end quote. Not that it led to millions of casualties that he is responsible for. Or the pain and suffering of billions of people around the world, but, it distracted people from buying the Fauci action figures and going to look at the movie about me. Psychopath. Every single one of these people want to take from you, want to take from everyone you know, want to take from everybody in our country and around the world, want to take our freedoms and liberties in our countries. And what's standing in their way? Giving. Giving. The information we give to you, you need to give to others. The more people we have educated with the facts, the more people we have empowered. The more people we have empowered, the sooner we end this reign of terror by these psychopaths. Fact. I thank you for joining me today. Every Tuesday, I put up a new Operation Freedom briefing at davejanda.com. It's free. Go there. It's on the homepage. I used to put it up here. I can't because I go into more depth there. It's on the homepage at davejanda.com. Plus, We have access. You will have access, if you're a subscriber, to our podcast from all of our radio shows 24/7. Our WTF show, which goes in great depth and puts you many, many months ahead of the curve. Our Insider Insight show this coming week. I have a phenomenal attorney coming forward speaking about what's really going on with Tom Renz. And we have our Department of Advanced Research show, our healthcare policy series, all there for you. We hope you become part of our Freedom family. Until next time, Dave Jan is signing off. Dream big and dare to fail. Thanks for your time today.